Good evening, guys. Fraser from Safety Net. Never surrender and Minds at War. I just want to thank guys for all your support towards our team, our group, support towards other groups as well we work alongside. Um, Sad news is the total of suicide has went up to 56. It was really sad to hear that today. Um, and my thoughts and prayers go out to the family who's affected, because it does affect the family, as you've seen the other day. Jim Wild and Jeff Williams at Veterans United Against Suicide highlighted that with family members, and you can see the pain and suffering which they don't get help for, and it must be hard for them. But moving the things to the side of the negative stuff we've had this week, we press on, and we were asking people to reach out. We were pleading with people to reach out. Don't think you're alone. Don't suffer alone. Weekends, especially, people might want a bevy, things like that, and maybe they've had an argument with their partner, or there's a lot of scenarios that can trigger somebody to go into a bad state of mental health, and it's crucial you have one of our numbers. Which, if you go into Veterans United Against Suicide, there is a list of numbers, and you've got yourself, that's actually on the list, but we have our own number at Minds at War Safety Net Never Surrender. It's a 24-hour helpline. Doesn't matter what you want to phone for, please just pick up the phone. Let's end these suicides. Let's prevent these suicides. Let's work together. Let's not fight. Let's not bitch. Because I'm getting sick of it. And then last night I felt really ill from it, and a fresh head today. And I just want to move on. I want to keep helping people, because I know what it's like to be really low, and I know what it's like to be on the edge of a cliff, and not want to be here. Um, there is a hope, and it does take time. And I wish we could wave a magic wand and say everything's going to be okay. Everything will be okay if you put the effort in. You reach out. Nobody's going to judge you. You've We're all in the same position as people reaching out. Every single person on our team have been through, are still going through, same as yourselves. So I'm making this plea for people to reach out, and people have been, and people have been getting help, and that's what we're here for. We're here for everyone else and for us, because we know what's going on around the UK. You know, we know what's going on. Nobody's getting help. We know what the system's like, and it's having to come to us who have been at the brink and who's been that low and came back from it. You know, and there's loads of people in a lot of the groups who have got personal experiences as well, and having that personal experience actually helps the person who's calling. And I found that myself with many people that I've handled as well. They find comfortable because they know what we're talking about. They're not talking to someone who doesn't understand. Um, they're talking about things that mean to them, but we could understand because we know what they're going through. We know what the mindset is. We know the triggers as well. Not every trigger is the same, but we understand. We understand how low it can go, and how low you can be to potentially killing yourself. And that's not what we want. To we want you to reach out before it gets to that stage. You know, we've got a free phone number. You've also got Veterans Unite Against Suicide, who will point you into the right direction. I know they've said that they're not therapists, and they've clearly said that, but their numbers are there. They've got all the numbers you need to phone 24/7, you know, and you'll not be turned away. And people are ashamed about because one service has turned you away, then the next one's going to be 100% agree. what you're thinking, because I did that myself. But when I got myself sorted, I knew the help was there. I knew I had to push myself to the maximum and get by each day. Each day is not easy. Recovery is not easy. Having the mental health's not easy, but dealing with recovery from recovering alcoholic, I think that's the first time I've said that because I can get into trouble from Bella. Not, yeah, recovering alcoholic, and that's another battle I face, and then it's another battle with my chronic pancreatitis. It's all new to me, and at any point I can snap like that, but I'm not. I've been given the tools from doing the treatment, following an AA program, um, and each day I'll continue. And it's hard. I'm not going to sit here and say it's easy. No, life's not easy, but we want you to reach out before it gets to the maximum point where there's no, you feel that that's it. Don't get yourself to that point. Please reach out and call us, even if it's a PM or a message. Just let us know how you're feeling, and we get a gab. I mean, by the end of the calls, people are laughing. Yes, they've still got their issues, but for that hour, 2 hours, they're offloading it. They're all offloading what's going on for them, and what's going on around them, and that's what we're there for as well, and point them to the services that they need to require. There might be Icarus for therapy treatment. It could be for a detox. We've got a person can access to detox for addiction. We've also got Tom Harrison House. There's plenty of places. You're not alone. And I know how bad the system, the NHS system is, and how difficult it is to get appointments. But reaching out to one of the groups is a massive step. And then you've got that support network. You've got somebody who understands you, and we need to be working together on this. It needs to be veterans with veterans working on it, working together as a team, not competitions, not bitching, because we're all getting sick of it, and it's getting to a critical point where we need to be united as one. The veteran who's in distress does not want to see, and I'll put my hands up. I reacted yesterday, and I had reasons, but I shouldn't have done the way I'd done it, and apologise. Um, but it brought a lot of things back for me. But I've stood by and I've realised, and that's something, a tool I've learned, like straight away. I listened to people, their advice, um, and 7 months ago I wouldn't have, you know. And it's about pulling yourself back off that cliff and having the tools to do that. And people who are that at the stage of like there's no hope haven't got the tools, and it's so sad because we can get people to give them the tools, give them the hope of it's manageable, and not that you're worth living. Every day's worth living. It doesn't matter what you've done in your past. I mean, people deserve a second chance. Veterans, civilians. I mean, people make mistakes in the past. I certainly made mistakes in the past, and I put my hand up to that. But I want to see veterans coming forward and getting the support they deserve. Don't sit there in silence. Please don't. Pick up the phone. We're at the end. We're not Samaritans. We're here to have, like, give you advice, refer you into Icarus or any addiction places. It's about you. In the end of the day, it's about you, and that's what it's about. We're here to help you and support you through your hard times and your good days. You always cherish your good days. And I always find when I'm on a call with someone, it's always negativity. One thing I look out for, and it's one thing I learned, when all that positive stuff comes out, negative stuff comes out, you always find out there's a positive in it. I mean, it's so easy to pick up on because everything's negative, and we all saying that everything's negative. But the minute somebody talks, they might say they like this or that, and they've not thought about it. So you then guide them to say, like, well, you've just said that nothing's positive, but you just have. You just said that you like doing this. This helps you, and you explore that with them, and then you more than find out that they'll go back to like the things they enjoyed. Having that chat, that hour, 2 hours, is a lifeline for the person on the other side of the phone, and it truly is. And I've had calls where you see people coming on, or not see, sorry, but hear people coming on and really struggling. By the end of it, you're having a laugh and banter. At the end of the day, they want somebody to listen to, somebody to understand, and that's why we do what we're doing here. And we work with other groups. We're not going to do it alone. We're not going to sit here and put your details all over the Facebook. It's not right, and I don't believe it's right doing that. And I've, we Never Surrender, we've got a really good team, and I'm really proud to be part of it. From 7 months ago at Death's Door, from 15th of January, when I went to the GP begging for help, and that my higher power must have been watching me that day, because usually I got turned away, and I bet you many of you out there have been turned away for asking for help. But I didn't this time. I got told to go to the hospital, which I hated, and for once they gave me the help I needed, all the detox, and then Tom Harrison House. I made a decision to leave my family, because I needed to get myself sorted. I needed to know who I was and who I could be. I knew who I could be. I knew that, but I wanted to get back to that person, and I had to learn all the tools. I had to go to my meetings, and people slag ACE, people slag Narcotics Anonymous, but if you haven't tried the program, then you can't really judge it. At the end of the day, it helps. It does help. Just because they say God and all that, it doesn't mean it can mean anything to you. When they say God, it could be your higher power. A higher power could be somebody you love, somebody who's passed away, or and it's a higher power to stop you from doing anything stupid or picking up a drink in my case, but anything stupid, like if I want to go out in there and try and self-harm or anything, I need my higher power to stop that. And that higher power's got to be something that's greater to you and what means more to you. And it does help. Don't be scared to reach out. The stigma is not there. You're never judged when you reach out. I've seen plenty of people reaching out, and they get the help. We don't want anything for it. Near does any majority of the folk we work for, none of us do. We want to support you. At the end of the day, we're veterans families, people, supporters, and we help anyone. I hate seeing somebody struggling, and in today's news, seeing another person sadly took his life, and we need to make sure we're keeping an eye on people who's needing the help, who's needing support, checking on people. It's fine to pick up the phone, but we need to make sure we're checking on them, and that's what we do. Body checks is that we call it. But if you're feeling at the this weekend, if you're feeling low, don't hesitate. It doesn't matter if you're drunk or not drunk, because by the way, I can do drunken languages. I do know it myself. I'll put a wee bit of a spin on it, a wee bit of banter on that one. But yeah, it doesn't matter if you're drunk, not drunk, you don't drink, you've got mental health, you don't have mental health. If it's somebody to talk to, just pick up the phone. Don't leave it to the last minute or too late where it's gone beyond control for you and you do not want to be here. You need to think before you step over that cliff. Think about your higher power. Think about what is positive in your life. And I know it's hard. And but you can find it with the people guiding you to it, with the people talking to people. You'll find a higher power which is going to stop you from going over that edge of the cliff and pull you back in and say, listen, I need help. There's nothing to be ashamed of about that. But thank you for listening if people have actually got to this stage, because I know I usually repeat myself. I don't like doing lives, but I'm trying to get my confidence up for that. But thank you again for everyone who supports us. Keep reaching out. Please keep sharing when we reach out. If people's distress, tag any of us. But have a good weekend. Stay safe. And God bless you all. And hopefully we'll catch up soon. Cheers, guys.